We're Hounds of Howgate. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the Cape Wrath Trail. I hope you like pain. It went a bit smelly. This has ripped my nut. Morning. That's us up, packed away. Seems to be taking me ages to get packed up this weather. Not because I'm going slow, I don't know if it's all the damp gear or all the food and the fact that I'm cooking breakfast as well that's taking longer. Not sure why. But certainly, I mean, I was up at 6:10 and that's me not away till 8:15. But I had breakfast in the bothy porridge. And because Moss's lack of enthusiasm at one point yesterday, I was wondering maybe if she's not getting enough calories. So I'm going to start giving her porridge in the morning as well. Some carbs, slow release carbs. I've just decided to start carrying all her food and stuff, so she's only got her pack weighs nothing now. Because I don't want this trip to go south because anything to do with the dog. Plus I don't want her to be struggling, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's us off to the campsite in Morvich. It's 19.5 miles. The guidebook suggests splitting it in two because there's like 1,500 meters of ascent to get there. What we do, I'm not sure. I don't really have. I roughly marked out what I'd like to do, but because I'm wild camping, it really just depends. If the weather's bad, you can't. If you make totally solid fixed plans, they're probably going to go to pot straight away. Don't follow the track along, it's a path up here, a wee pull up here to go over this way. Never seen heather this high before. It's like chest height. It's hammering down now. It just came up this guy. I'm nearing the top to drop down again, undoubtedly. Just came down here and then we're back up here again. We're almost at the top. Only to go down again, to go back up again. That's what this stage is like. That's the sun out again, so that's good. Well, not exactly the sun, but at least it's not raining, that's the main thing. Just show you where we are. Pretty cool. Kinlochhourn is the first place we're coming into where you can get something to eat. I'm not sure whether to do this 19.5 miles over to the campsite or to maybe get something to eat there than just take a doner up and split this day in two. I'm not sure, I'll see what it's like when we get there. They might not let dogs in and we might just boost up. Even if we don't get something to eat, we might not even go over the pass. I don't know, it's weather dependent. This is what a lot of how this goes is weather dependent on how you feel. Like yesterday that was quite a push over that pass later on in the day in those weather conditions. Still with quite a heavily laden rucksack. You know, we hadn't got into the food much by that point. Anyway, we'll see. Once you've got over that smelly bit with all the ups and downs along the coast, you hit a bit of tarmac road thank God. And the rain stopped as well, so that's great. Here's the estate camping. Surely they can't mean here. It's lumpy as anything. There's better bits around here. Just further down. Look, I'm just up from Kinlochhorn, it's down there, and the gravel road that comes up from behind it. There's a sign for a public phone box, but there's absolutely no indication of a cafe or getting something to eat. There's no signs, no nothing. And see these beasties? Look, look. You see that guy? Go, ah. That's why I'm wearing my hat a lot, even though it's not sunny. Anyway, aye, no sign, so I'm just carrying on. I do believe we are going up there. One of the things I'd say is it's not just for training for this, it's not just long distance walking. You need to get used to carrying a load. It's a significant ascent and descent. There's more ascent and descent already so far on this. I don't know if it's technically correct, but it feels like at any of the long distance walks I've done, these beasties are insane. There's my pole in the shite. It feels like there's more than any of the trips I've done before, and over the full trip already, and this is only like day 4. So you really need to get yourself, if you're going to come and do this, you really need to get yourself fit for the hills, carrying your full backpack as well, because what a slog it is in bits, and really difficult terrain, with drops like at the side of that loch there, and then because the ferns are so overgrown you can't see, and there's rocks, so you can put your foot down, it slips to the side and you're, whoa, almost taking a breeze off the side. Just to give you an idea, there's the path we were down just a minute ago, where the camping was. I don't know what's going on with Moss, but she's like lagging behind, and look how slow she's going. You sort of think it's just because she can't be bothered, but I don't know what it is. She doesn't seem to be sore, but you can't tell because she's a dog. She was licking her front paws there. Oh man, I don't know if she's going to be able to make this. Oh dear. So we're going to come down here and cross the river over there. When you come up and around, you can actually see the path going over there, and then you go right over the back. That's 2:30, so by 1:30, sorry. By the time we're down at the river and we cross, say maybe 2 o'clock, there's no way we're getting over that come 5 o'clock. In this weather, with Moss being tired, going over there at 2 o'clock, poor visibility, not enough time to make it before 5, 6ish, and that would end up being a 19.5 mile day. That's dangerous. It would be dangerous to push on to that. So we're going to camp down near the river. We'll camp early, we'll get an early day. Oh yeah, look at that. Awesome. Anyway, we'll camp early and we'll get a big long relaxing day. This can be like an afternoon off, and it is what it is. It would be too risky to try to go there, and I don't want to camp higher up. I don't want to camp in high ground. You're more exposed, and it's colder, you know. We've got a lot of this type track here. We're going up and around and down to a river crossing. There's the river crossing there, and I'm inside this little hut I've came across. There's a set of ladders here, so I'm just locking the door. A few spiders and all that up there. Wondered what that was touching my head. But I think we're going to stay here tonight. Actually, that's 10 point. Look at my fingers. They're all that weird wrinkly way from the weather. Apparently that's from when we were like not even monkeys. when our fingers get wet, that actually improves the grip. And you know, see if you, when your fingers are wet like that, you rub your fingers together, they do feel more sort of grippy. Yeah, we can see 9.5 miles, quite a bit of ascent, average duration 2 days. That's just the back of 2. So it says here, a rough, mainly trackless ground with a steep, rough climb, and then you have to drop down the other side. 10 miles, and we are. So yeah, here. So we're here and we still got this to go. I'm not doing it today though. Here it actually says, quite handily, a clear path crosses the river, steer near the small wooden stalker's hut. So that's, we're in the wee wooden stalker's hut. So this is where I'm going to stay tonight. Don't really want to get the sleeping bag and all that out just now in case someone comes, I doubt it. Can't imagine any stalkers coming up here after 2 o'clock. Besides, I think is it out of season? It's about to come into season soon. But I think I'll get changed into my dry stuff to warm up, get out all this wet gear, maybe get the sleeping bag round my shoulders and cook some food. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe sit on the deck. Maybe I will just put everything out and crash out. So this is how we're looking just now. Stuff everywhere inside this wee hut. My feet are a mess. It's like trench foot. They're wet all day, and they've been like that for 4 days in a row. Should be alright though, as long as we get some drier weather. I don't know about having wet feet like that for 2 weeks with old blisters. I've already got a couple of blisters. They're not causing me any bother just now. Aye, that's where we are with that. Just really bad weather basically. So it's just really impeding in progress, you know, with old visibility. Just it's energy sapping when the weather's like this, and I think it's really taking its toll on the dog as well. I'll show you her, and then I'll show you around. So we've just got some food on, crap everywhere. An old window lever that was sitting there, just jamming the door shut because there's no latch to close it inside. And I don't know if you can see all my stuff everywhere. Now I'm in my sleeping bag. I've just got my ground sheet down. I've got my sleeping bag out because I hate having it in the bag all night when it's damp. Well, I've never had it like that before. I've always managed to air it out, so I'm trying to at least get it aired out a wee bit. On my Z-Pax ground sheet, this thing is so versatile. It weighs nothing and it comes in so handy for loads of things. It's just to keep my sleeping bag and everything off the smelly floor, you know. Right, we're going to get into some tea, then we'll do map time. Okay, map time. And then this is where we camped. Today we came from the campsite around here, and this is up and down, up and down. Look, I was wanting to be here by this morning. Glad I didn't, because there's really isn't anywhere to get camped along here at all. It's all overgrown, loads of ferns, jaggies, chest high heather, as you'll have seen. No chance would I get camped here. I had to came all the way. So I was lucky actually that I did make the call to stay there. So all along, up and down, you're knackered after like the previous day. Wet, slippy rock, drops away down to the water, and then it was hammering with rain as well, not particularly enjoyable. Around here, cross a bridge, that you can see the sign for the campsite, and then it shows a tea room there. Now, I don't know, I didn't see anything for a tea room. I could see the right for the telephone. There's no signs for any storm warning. Right, there's no signs for any shop for food or a cafe or anything. I would have liked to stop to get some tea. And I would have, and then I would have came up here and I'd have been here a bit later, but at least I would have had some good scran in us if that had been the case. I don't know, maybe I should have explored or went in and looked at the bit where it said there was a telephone. Maybe it was in there, I don't know. I just didn't see anything obvious, so I didn't want to creep about it looks like someone's farmhouse. I didn't want to creep about it, so I went, you know, let's just go. big windy pool up here, steep, 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 steep. Get here, and then you start dropping all the way down, and then you come along. It's a track, like a 4x4 track. You come along all the way here, and that's where we are here. Is there? Yeah, that little square next to 283. That must be this hut, and there's the river crossing right there. So yeah, I think it's definitely been the right decision to stay in this hut. Moss lying down, not wanting to move, knackered. The weather, the fact that the guidebook says 2 days. It was going to be, the guidebook says 19.5 miles anyway, and I always tend to find that it's a mile. So it would have been a 20 odd mile day over that up and down stage to start with, and then a big massive hill saddle to go over in between, which is like, I mean, you're away up at 821 metres or something like that by the looks of it. That's me looking at the map. I'd have to count the contour lines, but yeah, it's you know, you're up there. It's not a wee hill after that today. I would have liked to have got to that campsite, don't get me wrong, just for the facilities, but it is what it is. I think this was definitely the best decision. 2 o'clock as well here, with the rest of the distance to go and over that. It was too risky. It wasn't worth it. I mean, this is our holidays as well. Like, it's not a race. If you know, if Moss can't handle it or anything like that, I'm not going to be dead upset. I'm not like, I absolutely have to finish. It's we're out here to see how we get on, and we're just walking it. If something happens, I'll go away, and I'll rather than do a through hike of it, I'll just do it, and I'll do a section hike. It sounds like I'm justifying at the early stage a get out for myself later on. That's not the case. Don't get me wrong, already know that I'm going to have to ask my boss for more holidays if we get to there. And then who knows? I'm not all heavy duty bothered about it. I don't really care. It is what it is. We're out here, we're doing it. It's meant to be fun. The weather's not made it so much fun. Moss is finding it difficult, as am I. But the weather might change tomorrow, and then it will be great. So it's the adventure, it's all part of the adventure. Now, what time is that? That's 4 o'clock, 4:05. I think I'm going to get a wee sleep, and then probably waking up later on, having the second half of my dinner. I just had couscous there. Ainsley, big Ainsley. Moroccan. I like the Moroccan one, that's good. And then when I wake up later on, I might have some super noodles before it gets dark, and then crash right out again. So yeah, see you in the morning.